Balance in TTRPGs is either illusion or highly overrated. Hear me out. Even so-called crunchier games, some many may refer to as simulationists, are often found to have gaping logical holes. The age-old debate about the effective range of a longbow comes to mind, and the core rebuttal is typically, as long as there is internal logic and everything fits neatly together, it's all good. If that were the case, the bits that people like Level 20 DM and others do wouldn't exist. We wouldn't see these wildly broken character concepts being able to be built. The game balance can't contain them, so things need to shift to be able to balance them, which throws everything else out of balance. I've said it many times before, I hold nothing against folk who can break down the systems like this. Their understanding of math and mechanics is beyond my own. The only times I have broken an RPG in the past is on accident. The same is true for games that are supposed to be based purely on math and statistics. Trading card games like Magic the Gathering. How often do we see cards being released only to be banned later because they give players an unfair advantage? But if it were truly balanced, there would be an equally available counter, no? Kevin S. from Palladium once published in one of the Rifts books, if I remember correctly, a short answer. The game isn't about balance. It's about having fun. And when you can stick an underpowered, underskilled vagabond next to a 12-foot tall glitter boy carrying around a plasma cannon in the same party, well, obviously. When tripping over a twig can lay waste to a wizard in Dungeons & Dragons, but a barbarian can take a face full of dragon's breath fire, the argument would be that the wizard can cast his own equally damaging spell. But if it were about balance, why does the dragon get to be so hard to unalive, while also have such an easy time making a snack of adventurers? For decades, we have talked about the rule of cool, and that often trumps any sort of by-the-book balance or semblance of fairness. But it does make sense in the given fantasy playing out. This is why I often come up with stuff that really flies in the face of game balance in my games. Again, I am horrible at math, so I don't know how bad these things break. I really don't care. I give my players cool items, probably before they should have them. A game like Dungeons & Dragons or Pathfinder, they get extra feats. In Palladium, they get extra skills or abilities at certain milestones or after doing something really cool. Think about popular movies and TV shows. Is one cop addicted to nicotine going to take out an entire mercenary platoon at Nakatomi Plaza on Christmas Eve? Is a lone shot from some inexperienced farm boy going to destroy a massive starbase? Is one guy wearing way too much guyliner going to rampage through downtown Detroit getting revenge for the unaliving of he and his girlfriend? No. It's these insurmountable odds stacked against those heroes and anti-heroes, and them winning, eschewing balance that make them enjoyable stories. If it were all about balance, there wouldn't be so many things that break it. Want balance at your table? Get balance amongst your party. Make sure the characters can stand with one another, face the same challenges, have something to offer and contribute to the party as a whole. The DM or GM has to provide a challenge, yes. A part of that often comes with making adjustments on the fly. Should a multi-month or multi-year campaign come to an abrupt end because everyone but the DM was just having really bad luck on their die rolls? Should the DM stick to their math, even if they made the encounter way too hard or way too easy on accident? To another creator's point, I heard this just recently and it was so true. The dice are just theatrics. As a DM, GM, I make the rules. I decide what that roll needs to be to succeed or fail. I can adjust that target at any time I deem necessary. Before telling people the result, have balance by people getting equal enjoyment in and from the game. Be sure players are sharing the spotlight, respecting boundaries, playing within the agreed upon fiction, etc. You want balance, get a scale. Want to have fun playing a TTRPG? Balance is going to go out the window sooner rather than later. Hey, until I see you all again, remember to be well, be safe, and be awesome, both to yourself and one another.